I know you'll miss me a little. Maybe when you finish your day and you have a spare moment, but I'm gonna miss you like crazy.
Good evening and welcome to round 4 of the World Speedway Challenge Grand Prix. Tonight we head over the channel to Lamothe in France. We've negotiated Brexit. The British boys have been stuck in a van in Kent for the last 7 days waiting to get over the border. The Polish boys are flown in, the Swedes have already been there. Good evening, I am Chris Bishop, Team GB and Crady Major. I'm joining the studio tonight with Rob Knowles.
Good evening, everyone.
How are you, Rob? Did you manage to get over the border all right?
Oh, but touch and go, mate. I had to make sure I got the right coloured passport.
Well, we're here. We're live in France. We're in Lamothe. I know you've been sampling the local cuisines, Rob, but what an exciting Grand Prix we've got in front of us tonight.
Yeah, there's the top four of Simon, Kieran, Lucas, and Andrew Jeffrey. I don't really think you can see much past those winning it.
This track we're on tonight, Lamothe, is such a dodgy track to be on. I mean, to be fair, I think we could have a couple of surprises in store tonight. You know, I think the track is a bit of a level playing field for everyone.
That's correct. I mean, you know, it's somewhere that you've really got to practice hard on. The likes of Simon, Conn, and Kieran might just have enough skill to rise above everyone else. But yeah, you're correct. I think there might be the odd surprise thrown in when it comes to semi-final time.
I think my money tonight on outside bet, Phil Eriksson.
Wow.
I reckon Philip Eriksson is going to make top 4. That's my bet. But I want all 3 British boys. I mean, Rob Ludlow, you know, he hasn't really, brought the form across from the league racing from last season, particularly into the Grand Prix season. We know he's a quality rider on his day, Rob Ludlow.
Yeah, I mean, all 3 Brits, we all know what they're capable of. The World Cup last year, they've done exceptionally well. So, yeah, hopefully Rob can have a better evening tonight and get himself further up the standings and push for a top 10, top 8 finish.
Well, top 6 will be the prize for these boys, for every single person in the Grand Prix, because the top 6 guarantee their spot in next year's Grand Prix series. So, go through the qualification process, and with since lockdown and pandemics, the actual Speedway Challenge community has grown exponentially over the last 6 to 8 months. I think the route back to the GPs for some of these boys could be, especially, I hate to say it, especially the Swedish boys with Joel Borkland. I think it could be a tough ask to get them back in the series next year, Rob.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's have a quick look at the general standings then, Rob. So as you can see, Captain Fantastic, King Conn, the Cradley sensation Seisman Conn is topping the table there on 60 points. But Kieran's in 44, Lucas Liptic on 42, Jeffers is on 42 as well. And he'll be hoping he can use his lazy thyroid to his advantage to use that traction to get out at the start. Rob, what do you reckon here on the top 6 finishes here?
Top 6 this evening. I'll go for, Simon, Kieran, Lucas Liptak, Andrew Jeffrey, and I think Mateusz Kekowski is due a good meeting after last season. He hasn't quite lived up to expectation this year.
Well, he's just recently been sacked by Manchester as well.
Well,
so is he going to be out to prove a point that Manchester have let him go? They've made a few transfers. They're sort of like the Harry Redknapps of especially the UK league at the
moment. Yeah, you're sort of expecting Sky Sports to show up outside Alan Atherton's house sometime soon to see what the next transfer is going to be.
Mate, they're making more sackings than Katie Price at the moment, I tell you. but I think Katowski, he's a bit hot and cold, isn't he? I know he just focused a lot of his attention on the Polish league, but he'll be looking to cement that top 6. So if you think about it, Philip Eriksson and Daniel Swider is really right behind him. There's only a couple of points in it for that top 6 position. And I think if Rob Ludlow can really get on his game tonight and really close that gap up, because otherwise, at the moment he's 6 points behind. If that gets any more, it's going to be a tough ask moving forward in the future rounds, Rob.
Yeah, that's correct. As I say, Rob needs a good night. He's going to need well into double figures to try and close into that top 6. But as you know, as GB manager and his former GB manager, we know what Rob's capable of, and we know on his night he's a good lad and can do it.
So he's shaping up the Heat 1, Rob. I mean, the Heat 1 is a strong lineup. We've got in Heat 1, we've got Simon Conn in there as well. So yeah, let's have a quick look. I think that's just coming up now. We've got Lucas Liptak in there as well. So some of the top boys going on in Heat 1, Rob.
Yeah, this is some start to the meeting. I mean, Simon Conn, Lucas Liptak, they're going to be fighting it out. Karol Wieczorek, I spent a few meetings with him in Sweden. When he gets going, great. I don't really know much about Szamek Szypinski, if I'm honest with you. But
it's one of these dark horses. I'm sure if he goes well, Manchester will be signing him. But
or maybe Cradley.
The heat for me tonight, mate, in the regular heat is Heat 9, where Conn and Kieran go at it. So here we go. We're getting ready for Heat 1. Let's get some racing. Okay, so we're in. And we're just waiting on Conn and Liptak by the look of it to join the lineup here. So Conn's on his 2-minute warning.
Yeah, the last thing you need is an exclusion in Heat 1.
Could be borrowing his internet connection from Jamie Kenny, UK rider here, I think.
Well, we all know what Jamie's internet connection is like. It's about as reliable as the number 18 bus.
He's got more ping than a backstreet Thailand amusement club.
Wow. Yeah. Not been to Thailand, mate, so I wouldn't know.
And Conn joins, and here we go, Rob. Tapes are getting ready as we gear up for Heat number 1. They're revving the bikes up. They're doing their gardening. They've come to the tapes. They're bringing us Conn off red, Liptas off 3. And the tapes are up, and we're away here at round 4 of the Speedway Grand Prix. And Conn has hit the front, but he suddenly gets overtaken. Then Conn finds himself in 3rd place with Liptak at the back. This is a surprise result for Heat 1. And they're just going around to complete lap 1.
Wow, this is certainly throwing the cat amongst the pigeons. Oh, it looks like...
Oh, and Conn's gone. Conn's excluded.
All championship leaders pulled out the race.
Okay, and Liptak is there. He's left chasing his tail there.
This one's going to go down to wire, I think, Chris.
It is. I think Carroll's going to make a dive here. Carroll's coming out the inside.
Oh,
he makes a dive.
Oh, wow, that's backfired.
But Liptak's put right in. Liptak on the last bend of the last lap.
Is he going to cut out? Is he going to make it? Oh, wow, that is Speedway out of the bottom draw.
Straight out the dildo draw, that was, Rob. Straight out the dildo draw. So Liptak hugging the white line like a young Maradona, stepped right up the inside there.
That was some race to start us off with there. Liptak, you can see why he's up there, because that was...
I think Conn will be licking his wounds after that one.
Yes. Having said that,
that's fantastic news for our Brits. So that opens the door up in the World Championship standings now.
It certainly does.
So brilliant. So this track, Rob, this track. Tell me about it, Rob.
Well, I mean, it's as everyone can see, it's a very strange shaped track, and I think it was formerly a grass track, or it's still used as grass track. I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know if you know this, Rob.
I know Tom Perry loves it.
I don't know about this, Rob, but I used to ride grass track about 40 years ago, Rob.
I mean, that is a surprise because you've never mentioned it.
I know, yeah. I don't like to. It's like during the World.
Well, you leave it up to your Uncle Albert.
During the upright season, right, but Heat 2, we've got British hopeful Andrew Jeffrey out on the inside run in Heat 2. We got my pick of the evening as an each way bet, Philip Eriksson off 2. We've got Daniel Swider. Also, this is a tough heat for Jeffers.
Yep. And Sebastian Simonek, from what I've seen of him floating around, he's quite a handy little rider to throw into the mix.
Yep. And it looks like we're just getting ready here for Heat number 2. I'm not sure That Jeff as his photo there. I don't know. That's been photoshopped. He looks like the next Giacomo model in that photo, bless him. And here we go. So Sebastian, he looks like he's damage to a high school. Philip Ericsson there. Daniel Swider, mystery man. Mystery man.
Philip Ericson's got a touch.
Yes. Yeah, but Daniel Swider looking like the man of mystery. I think the governing body need an updated photo of Daniel Swider. Jeffers is there. Let's hope Jeffers can get that clutch finger going. Jeffy Wawa, the hopes of a nation are on your shoulders, kid.
No pressure at all.
Go ready for Heat 2. Heat 2 says Jeff off the inside, Snyder off blue, Ericsson off 3, and the tapes. They've done the gardening. The referee's got them there. And Jeffers has made a decent start on the top. Look at yellow. He's coming across. Ooh, he took his nose.
First bend.
Jeff has lost his nose there like a young Daniela Westbrook.
Yeah, he's going to have to really fight hard to come from the back here.
It looks like gate 1 is not the gate tonight. You do not want to be that by these first 2 heats.
Yeah, gate 4 looks...
tight. They're both kicking through, but here comes yellow through. Ericsson, my pick of the meeting, mate. Here comes Ericsson.
This is going to be another close race.
Jeffers is off the line here slightly.
He's on the comeback. So
this is Sebastian's to lose. This is Sebastian's race to lose. He's out in front. Come on, Jeffers, the hopes of a nation. And this is why the bookies love me as my choice to meet and finishes last. Jeffers picking up a point there. But it's a great win for Sebastian. Daniel in second, Jeffers in third, and Ericsson fourth.
Well, I called it before the heat there, Chris.
You did, Rob. You did, and that's why you get paid the big bucks to be where you're at, mate.
Oh, you are to this what Nigel Pearson is to the Grand Prix, my friend.
Mate, no, people actually like me.
Well, that's
right.
true.
Okay, so here, it looks like we've got a change in here. Let's have a quick look. So, in the program, I've got a live program. I've got Tom Durno in.
Oh, wow!
In white for Kieran. So I'm not sure if something's happened here, and Kieran's been caught up in Brexit.
That's all of a sudden that's blown things wide open. I mean,
it could just be the way I'm reading the program.
Okay.
He's in place of Anton Ericsson. I've just been told.
Okay, so Anton's out.
So Tom Durno's coming in for Anton Ericsson. We've just been told by the FIM steward of the evening that Anton Ericsson is not taking part in Heat 3, Rob. To be fair, it's probably a blessing in disguise, to be fair.
I mean, we know Anton from the short spell he had with Cradley United. Lovely lad. This is probably a step too far, if, in all honesty. Tom will probably be more of a,
he'll offer more of a threat. He'll offer more of a threat. But, Matagazzi, he's going to go either hot or cold. He's either going to get out the trap or he's just going to be left behind at the tapes.
Well, he's in the favoured gate 4 at the moment. Rob Ludlow, unfortunately, gate 1 has not been.
Will we see some team riding from the Brits here? Will Tom help Rob out, do you reckon? This is Rob's. This is, I reckon, Brit 1-2, this one. But then Rob's off that info. Then the tapes are going to go up. And they're off.
Great start off Rob.
Beautiful start.
Here comes
that gate 4. And here comes Durno through as well.
It's such an
Rob's
advantage.
tried a little bit too hard there. Yeah.
It doesn't look like the Brits are... Joel on Rob. That's a surprise.
That's surprising. It is.
Joel's really going for this,
deep. He is.
Knowing Joel from last year at Newcastle, he's a great lad. Always gives 100%.
Here comes Durno.
Oh, Rob's come through. A mistake there from Joel.
And Durno's after Gukowski. Gukowski's to lose.
Yeah, this Gukowski's all the way.
Good result for Tom Durno. Rob with a solitary point there, and Joel at the back. So not much,
Unlucky there, Joel.
yeah, you know, I think not much controversy in Heat 3 there. So, you know, no delay.
No.
But hopefully he's got that inside red gate out of the way now for the evening, and he can just concentrate down and just aim for the semi-finals. You haven't got to win the meeting straight off. You've just got to win the semi-finals and the finals, right, Rob?
That's correct. Yeah, Rob's only got gate 1 once tonight, so he's got that out the way. Just looking now, he's off gate 2 next, which is marginally better than gate 1, shall we say.
Gate 4, the hopes of a nation, the British champion, Kieran comes to the tapes. This is Kieran's race to lose. I'm going to put it out there right now, Rob. It's Kieran's race to lose.
No, don't, you know, not much pressure at all. Yeah. Not young lad then.
Not at all. But to be fair, Oscar, Camille, and Christian are all quality riders in their own aspect. But, you know, Christian's got that dreaded gate 1 at the moment. Camille's off 2. And his inside gates are just not working at the moment.
No, not at all. Kieran, as we know, this lad has got some unbelievable talent. He really has. And, you know, it would, as much, you know, looking with my Craig hat on, it'd be lovely for Simon to win it. But British hat on, it'd be good for Kieran. And hopefully it'd get more people interested in playing the game.
He's the poster boy of British Speedway Challenge. And he does look a bit like Chesley as well from Corrie. Let's get on with that, right? All right, so Chesley's off 3. Okay, here we go. And they're bringing him to tapes. Camille off 2. Oscar off the outside. Oscar's got that favourite gate. Kieran's made a lacklustre start there. And Oscar's going to come for the big blast around the outside.
Kieran
a bit of a lag on my screen.
Oh, unlucky Kieran.
Take your time, Kieran. Oscar.
Absolutely nailed there. Absolutely nailed. This is quite a brutal race.
This is a great race. And Oscar's coming through at the back now. Kieran's got him lined up as he comes down the home straight. They're coming into the first and second bend.
Camille's got his work cut out. Oh, absolutely fantastic pass.
Kieran's gone to the
Oscar.
back. This is great. Passing back.
Absolutely fantastic.
Forward. This is Speedway straight out the door, though, draw. This is Rob.
This is absolutely fantastic.
Kieran at the back going to the
Kieran
last
needs to make a big blast here. Is he going to make it?
Oscar's won it. Oscar's won it. Kieran in third. Camille second. And Christian bringing up that back in the black as anyone's going out that last bend then, Rob.
That was fantastic racing. That was there. Absolutely brilliant. Every single person led the heat at one point.
But the only person with a race win out the first round of heat, so Liptak from the top 4. Yes. Kieran with 1, Jeffers on 1, Con didn't even get to lap 2.
I'm just looking at the programme now. The next lot of heats, Oscar has gate 1 next. Andrew Jeffrey has gate 3, which has been better than 1 and 2 so far. So hopefully
he's got Con on the inside of him and Tommy Durno on the outside of him.
That's the problem. He's got a more favourable gate, but what a hell of a lineup he's got to contend with.
He's going to have to get his trapping finger on the go there.
He certainly is. He certainly is. Just looking down the.
So Rob, the first round of heats, the first round of a bank of 4 heats are done now. So what are your thoughts on the track? Has there been any surprise results for you in that first 4 races?
Surprise results. I'd say heat 1 with Simon Conn pulling out. That was. I mean, I know he was at the back, but for him to be at the back at the first place was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, I mean, we've got the standings on the screen now as well. We've got the standings up on the screen at the moment, Rob, and, you know, we've got Lucas Liptak leading the way. But, you know, he's only the first bank of 4. But, you know, seeing Kieran down there with no points, I thought he just got robbed a 3rd point there. Not sure if the FIM adjudicating to have a look into that, but I thought Kieran came 3rd in that heating. Yeah,
I thought you got 3rd in that one as well.
Because if you look, there's only one person on 1. There's only 3 people on 1 point. There's 1 missing there. So if the FIM adjudicator is listed in, unless your name is Chris Louis, sort out the scoring.
Well, that's a story for another day. Unless he's going to go in and see the ref. But yes,
so that'll be amended. But There we go. They're listening to us.
That's
The
it.
powers to be are listening. That's why we're here. We're here for you, the people. Going to his second bank. This is when it starts creeping a bit of doubt potentially, Rob. We play the game occasionally for fun. We're not at the level of these boys, but if you make two bad heats, your third one you're wobbling like a jelly.
Well, it's the same as in the real Grand Prix. The first one you can get away with. Your second heat, you really need to get some points on the board, and by the time you get to your third heat, that's when the pressure really starts to get on top.
Yeah, so here we see the lineup coming up for heat number 5 here. You've got Con on 0. You've got Oscar with the actual heat win. He's got the inside gate there. And then you've got Jeffers, the pride of a nation, on 3. And Durno out on 4. I'm actually going to put it out here. And I reckon Durno for the win.
I was just about to say that. After his performance in his first ride, and he now has the most favourable gate. Whereas Oscar, great ride. As we just saw in Heat 4.
Was he stretching himself, or can he repeat
the graveyard? He's now off the graveyard gate 1, right?
But, I've also got a little soft spot here at King Con as well. Hopefully he can make the trap as they come to the tapes in Heat 5, and the tapes go up and they're away, and Con has made a beautiful start. He's only third going to the first trap as Durno comes blasting around the outside.
What a start.
Jeffrey's up the inside of Con as Con cuts back, but Durno has pinned his ears back and he's at the races.
Absolutely fantastic start by Tom Durno there.
Just got to keep his cool as Jeffers looks up the inside of Con. He's having a sniff like a little bloodhound.
Con's got his work cut out here. We know Jeff is a fantastic rider.
He's
Con's got to be
fresh rider. He's all over Con here like a tramp on a bag of chips. There he is, and Jeffers has took
what
Con.
A pass!
Go on, Jeffers. And Con's looking at the inside, but Durno is away. Durno to win. Jeffers second.
British 1 and 2.
Oscar 4th. I called it before they even start the heat. So Jeffers finishes second there. Durno with a win. Jeffers second. Con third, and Oscar 4th. As we look towards now Heat 6. Rob, who we got in Heat 6? And who's your money on here, bud?
Heat 6. Camille. Rob Ludlow here really needs to get a big result here against Mr. Ericsson, and we got Camille and Karol Wojciech, if I pronounce that correctly. I hope so. I think these lads are actually brothers. I'm not entirely sure. So maybe some sibling rivalry here. But Phil Ericsson has got the favoured outside gates, so I think he might
Ericsson,
be the one to...
my pick. Here he is, mate. My pick. Come on, Ericsson, don't let me down. But it's surprising, mate. Top of the leaderboard at the moment, Tom Durno.
Well, say surprisingly, we know Tom's always had something there. On his day, he's a very handy lad to have in your team.
So here's Ericsson on 0. We got Carol on 1. Come on, Carol. Rob Ludlow really needs to up it now. He needs to drop that down a tooth on the back sprocket for a bit more. And Camille. So not as an actual first heat win up for grabs for any one of these 4, Rob.
I think Ericsson.
All right, mate, don't sit on the fence. Say what you want. It's like doing commentary with Gareth Gates. Get on with it.
Sorry, mate.
Okay, so the rest will bring up to top. So here we go. So Ericsson coming off 1, Rob off 2, Carol off 3, Ericsson 4 as they bring up to the tapes, and the tapes go up and they're away. And Red's made a blinder, but Ericsson's coming across. He's coming across off that favoured outside gate.
Oh, there he goes.
Ludlow's at the back. Ludlow's making a dive up the inside. Ericsson, my pick for the meet, is away. He's got clear air between him.
Great pass there by Rob Ludlow. Bit hard there on White.
He doesn't.
And White repays the compliment.
Oh, White went for a fence then, and Rob's made a hash
did Rob...
of that. Can he hold on to it? Did he go across the centre grid? I'm sure the FIM studio will be having a look into that. But if you look at Ericsson's under pressure now. Ericsson is coming under great pressure here. Camille is making the massive dive on him. And he's got past, and Camille Holds on for
Wow.
the win. Ericsson second. Ludlow picks up another point.
We've got
Carol.
Got a win from gate one at last.
Camille,
But what a heat that was.
One. That was brilliant. Carol there, Carol Jackson bringing up the rear. Phil Ericsson on 2 points. So we look forward now, Rob, to heat number 7. Heat number 7 is Joel. We've got Christian, we've got Daniel, and we've got Lucas. So I think Lucas is in that favourite. I think Lucas has got to be, my money's on Lucas for this. He's on game with, the speed he showed in his first outing, and he's on the favourite gate. And Lucas is my pick for heat number 7, Rob.
I think Daniel Sweden will push him fairly close, if I'm honest with you. I really think Lucas is not going to have this all his own way.
I think Joel, he's got a tough ass, bless him. He's a cracking lad, don't get me wrong, but he's on gate 1. His form hasn't been the greatest, in the Grand Prix series, but he's a cracking lad. He's a cracking rider. And you know what? I hope he pulls something out of the bag here and puts the cat amongst the pigeons. Oh,
it would be lovely for him to do so. As you say, he's a lovely lad, always tries his best in league racing. But yeah, it would be certainly interesting if he was to do it. He's like the Antonio Limbach of the Speedway Challenge world.
Except white without dreadlocks. Apart from that, I can see again.
No, what I mean is, he's
bit of social profiling here.
No, what I mean is,
I know what you mean.
He's always going to struggle a bit, but always capable of pulling something out the bag.
There you go. So bringing them in. So you got Joel off, Christian off 2, Daniel 3, and Lucas on 4.
My money's on Daniel here.
Ooh. Bet you 50 quid on it, Rob. Mine's on Lucas as the tapes go up and they're away. And Lucas has made a flyer. He's away. He's 5 to 6 bike lengths clear as to go into it. And Daniel's 5
What a fantastic start. Oh, ooh, red. What a dive bomb.
Joel. Like Pearl Harbor all over again, that dive bomb. Okay, we can't just go on to the screen I'm looking at is concentrate on Joel at the back. And he's that far behind. He's actually still in 2020. But as they enter the second, that penultimate heat, I can't see who's winning out front. It is still Lucas Liptak out at front at the moment. Slider is in 3rd place, but catching up quickly on 2nd as they enter the last lap.
A fantastic lap time now, boy.
Oh, there's a fight going at the front, but we can't just get up. There we go. And Liptak, off the last bend again. Lucas, last 2 out of 2 heats now. Liptak has stole that on the line.
A couple of fantastic lap times there from Christian. I really thought he was going to...
Lucas Liptak, that run to the line again. That boy never gives up. Christian, great result. Daniel Snyder, I think he would be hoping more from that heat than he actually got out of that, but...
Well, this is one for you to keep a close eye on now, Chris. You got your main man in here, Kieran. And gate 4 as well.
Come on, Chesley. And Gutowski said 3 heat winners, I think, in this one, Rob.
We certainly have. Sebastian, who looked really impressive in heat 2, as he's off gate 2. Shemek Sipinski is off gate 1. As we know, that's not the greatest gate. But 3 and 4, I think, are the 2 guys you've really got to look at in this one. Matus and Kieran.
Yeah, I think Kieran is, he's going to be out. He got that 3rd place in his first heat. He'll be out for revenge and just get those points on the board. It's all about now is, just getting the points board ticking over. So Sebastian had a heat win in the last one as well. Katalski, heat win. Kieran, a 3rd, but he's more than capable of winning the heat in this as well. I think this is going to be a tie heat, I think, here, mate.
Kieran needs a solid point score finish here to keep him in with a chance of making the semi-finals. Matisse is looking also with Sebastian to be the only two to go through the board so far.
Into tapes. They're doing the gardening. It's like watching Monty Don as the tapes get ready to go up, and they're away.
Whoa!
Red's made an
Great
absolute
start off Red.
blinder. But here
Kieran,
comes Kieran. We know
great
like,
pass off Kieran there.
He went through him like a knife through butter. Look at that. Sebastian. Sebastian is a little bit off the pace here as Kieran's clocking. Look at that. Kieran is a good 4 tenths quicker than anyone else on that opening lap. As they
He's absolutely flying.
He's put that 600 in. It looks like he's probably
Red.
Got a little bit excited there.
Yeah, Shamek here saw a line to go for it, dived underneath. A bit of a Nicky Pedersen move there.
Yeah, they're just settling down into the heat now as they enter the last bend. I think Samek's too far behind really to make a challenge on McCall here as they enter the bends 3 and 4. He's going for one. But Kieran will just hold the line, come back under him. And there you go, Kieran.
Fantastic ride there, Kieran.
Bastek is blue at the back, and Katalski just a single point on there.
That's
Kieran.
quite a surprise.
Kieran just held his cool there then on the final bend. He knew the dive bomb was coming. He read it, mate. He read it like it was a Biff and Chips book.
Absolutely cool as a cucumber there was Kieran.
He was, mate. And, that's what settles from good to great. Is keeping it cool in those situations, no anticipating what's coming, adjusting his line and just coming straight back underneath him there. The run to line, and at the end of the day, winning quite comfortably as we move into the final bank of heat number 8. Rob, who have we got out in this?
That was heat number 8.
That was heat number 8.
Oh dear,
welcome to this dyslexic. Too many beers in.
Oh well, this is why I'll stay clear of the wine till post meeting.
But there we go. So Lucas Liptak, 100% record as on the group. Durno in second. Camille also tied on 5 points. Gatalski, Kieran, Presmack, Sebastian, Oscar, Jeffers. Daniel is so tight for that top 8 position at the moment, Rob.
It is, mate. And you look at Heat 9, and Kieran is out again. Gate 2 this time. Joel as Gate 4. Maybe this is the one where he springs a surprise.
Go on, Joel.
He's up against series leader Simon Kahn and Philip Eriksson as the
Kahn just not been at the races today at all, has he? Kahn has just not been going to. I think he's left his bike in Poland, I think, tonight. Kahn has. He's currently last but one, to be fair. It's only Joel who's below him. That
perhaps with a kiss of death on him. But you know, Simon's like, I mean, he's got 3 rides left. Okay, one of them is Gate 1 again, but he's more than capable of pulling out three wins on the trot.
No one pulls that better than Con.
No.
You should know, Rob, that song on feed didn't pay for itself. A win for Con to bring him into number 4. But, again, Tom Durno, what an absolute flying the flag for Great Britain as we're getting ready here for heat number 9.
Absolutely brilliant,
Durno, he can keep this on. He'll be looking to build on that form. I think, it's a tough heat he had that last time, so hopefully it won't be as tough moving forward for him. But then again, it's the Grand Prix, Rob. There are no easy races.
Exactly. And his next heat, he's up against the unbeaten man, Lucas Liptak, who has Gate 4. Tom will be in blue in Heat 11.
But, Tom will play the game. He won't, he'll settle into second if he has to. He'll go for the win, of course, but if he has to settle into second, he'll take the points all day long just to get that semi-final place cemented in.
Well, yeah, just keep the points on the board and.
So here we go, Con and Kieran. Here we go, mate. This is like Donatello versus Shredder. As the ref brings him up to the tapes, and they're away. And Con's made a beautiful start there.
Fantastic start. Joel has absolutely come from nowhere.
Oh, is he going to keep his cool though, Joel, or is he going to start wobbling?
Well, he's got
Con and Kieran chasing him down.
He's got a couple of tigers on his tail. Oh,
Kieran's just put Con in the fence.
Massive dive bomb.
Just been put in the
Kieran,
fence. Oh,
I think
Joel's
Kieran's got
bottled
this
it.
one.
Yeah, Joel's bottled it. He had a wobble and he's gone through. He's had a wobble.
Now,
he's a bit like Hartley's journey.
Is he going to keep
Con's
hold of
fighting
second,
back
or
here.
is Simon going to bully him? I think Simon's going to bully him. He certainly has.
Kieran's away, flying the flag. It's Kieran Malarkey. He comes into the 3 and 4 in the final lap. Joel's made another dive bomb on
Great
Con.
move by Joel. Oh,
and
looky
Con
there.
holds on. Con
Fantastic
holds on
result there for
will
Kieran.
win. Ericsson, my pick of the meeting's going well.
MIA.
Yeah, there you go. He's gone missing in action. You must have gone to Portugal for some tapas, I suppose. But anyway, we'll crack on and we're getting ready out. So heat number 10, Rob, who we've got lined up in this?
Right, heat number 10, we have in red, Maciej Gekowski. In blue, Andrew Jeffrey. In white, we have Christian Greszak. And in yellow, we have Karol Wielgosz. I'm getting good at these names.
You are, mate. You are. That's why you're the brains on the butte. So yeah, we've got Jeffers off 2. He needs that trapping finger on the go.
Yep, he certainly.
I think it's
does.
Jeffers to lose this one. I reckon. Yeah, he's got
Katalski.
He's on the inside. And...
If it can drop one over the top of Gekowski, then I think it's his for the taking.
If Jeffers can drop the clutch here and pin him to the inside line, I think Jeffers has got the speed to get his nose in front. But nothing away from gate 3 and gate 4 are working very, very well tonight, Rob. So there could be yet to be another surprise. And that's the beauty of Grand Prix racing. You don't really know. We try to sound like we know what we're on about, but we ain't got a clue really. Carol Jackson's off 4. And the lineup, Jeff has gone for the outside. It's interesting. Most people go off the inside off gate 2. Jeff's gone outside, and it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked for Jeffers. Jeffers is on the grass. Jeffers is at the back by 3 or 4 bike lengths. Wow. And he comes diving up the inside. You could throw a handkerchief over all 4 to go for the start-finish line. Jeffers is back to the back, though. As we come round to enter lap number 3. This is a very, very tight race, Rob.
It is. This is anyone's. I mean, you can't even discount Andrew. He had one good dive bomb on the 3rd and 4th bend, and he could be well.
Jeffers went too soon there. He went too soon.
Yeah. Yellow. I think this could be yellows. Oh,
nice. Whites all the way. Jeffers went
another very close race there.
There we go. For the first time for Christian there. Carol Jackson 2nd. Katalski with another point. Jeffers, as I say, he went too early. There's a problem his missus kept telling us about, Rob. But went for the dive bomb far, far too early there, and he sort of sabotaged his own race. But he'll dust himself off and he'll go again.
Maciej Gekowski started off with a win. Okay, it was off gate 4. But has started to tail off again. I wonder what's going on with him this season, because last season he was certainly Edinburgh's.
Well, yeah, he raced for the Edinburgh Monarchs in the Elite League, who of course got through to the playoff finals there and got absolutely dicked by Wolves, I suppose. Still controversy surrounding that result. But Katalski, there's a bit of whispers inside, the circles of Speedway training. So he's just not there for the commitment on the training aspect, and looks to just rock up. And you just can't do that in this game, Rob.
No, I think we've come across too many people within.
You have certainly.
We've come across too many people who we've known who can do that. Just want to rock up, do the couple of heats, and disappear again. And unfortunately, in League Speedway, you can't really do that, especially if you go into a strange track you don't really know.
Yeah.
So heat 11, we have Sebastian Simonek in red, Tom Durno here in blue, Lucas Liptak in white, and Kamil Wielgosz in yellow. This is going to be a hard race for Tom Durno.
It is. I'll be happy with Durno. I want Durno to get the win here. But just keep the points going, Durno. Keep the points going.
Lucas is going to be hard to beat.
Red makes a grinding start, but here comes yellow. Yellow is the gate all day long, isn't it?
Camille
Durno's
made
at the
an
back.
absolute
Liptak
blinder
third.
again.
Camille's away. Can he keep his cool? Or is he going to start wobbling?
I really think
Here it
Lucas Liptak will be lining them up here for a couple of laps before making.
You know what Liptak's like? He's last. He's been last his last 2 heats coming out of 3 and 4 in the last bit and then winning it, right? But here he comes. He's coming on a charge.
Yeah, he's certainly taking his opportunities when they presented themselves.
Everyone loves an opportunist, Rob. That's how you got married, mate. That's how you got married.
Oh, yes.
And Red's made a dive bomb early, but Yellow's going to cut it back to the inside line. Liptak's still lining them up.
Liptak's still third. Is he going to make the big dive bomb here? Oh, no.
As you
Not
were,
quite
as you
enough
were.
there. So a good win there for Kamil Vichurek, who has got 8 points so far, Chris. So
one more, I'll say that's his semi-final spot.
Well, even with 8, I think he could well crack it, mate. But yeah, he certainly slipped under the radar when we was looking through the programme earlier at who we fancied.
Don't worry, we'll see him at Manchester next week.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. But again, from what I know from him, when he raced for Lejonen in the Swedish league, commitment did seem a bit of an issue, but we know the lad had got something about him.
Yeah.
So, Heat 12, we have Oscar Kubala.
This is the final round, and everyone's on 3 riders. Yeah, Oscar in red.
Szamek Sapinski in blue. Rob
Big
Ludlow
heat for
in
Ludlow.
white. Yeah, massive
Big
heat for
Ludlow.
He really does need a win here to keep his semi-final, to keep
He
hopes of a semi.
He needs one of Jeffrey's accounts, I reckon. He needs one of Jeffrey's accounts.
And Daniel
needs a Wawa.
Daniel Swidder in yellow, who he could well be the man to beat here. But Rob certainly needs a big 3 points here to have any chance of getting a semi.
Unlike you, Rob just needs blue sills.
Yeah.
Right, the rest can bring him into tape. Here we go. It's enough about Rob semi as he lines them up. And the tapes go up, and Ludlow's on the pace here, but look for the outside gate as it comes sweeping across.
Is he going to make it around the outside?
Ludlow in the lead, Swayburn in second.
Rob Ludlow needs to make the cut back here.
But Swider's going to fence him here. He's going to go under that fence, mate.
Oh, Rob's gone to the back. Oh, he's
first
like Chris.
To last.
He's a bit like Chris Harris.
He reminds me of a young James Chatting.
To be fair to him, young Mr. Chatting, he's certainly putting in some good scores.
He is, but not in real life. And Red's right. Okay, so into the final lap, and Yellow makes a dive on the inside, but Red just they're going backwards and forwards and backwards.
Daniel, is Daniel going to make it here? Oh, Oscar
hangs on for the win there. Daniel was all over the back of him then, mate.
Oh, I mean,
all over the back of him.
Fantastic heat there.
But Ludlow was not the result he was looking for.
A rare win off gate 1 there.
It was, but the biggest, so after 3 rounds of every rider now, there is no one unbeaten. So Camille's leading the way at the moment on 8 points. Lucas Liptak on 7. Kieran, that's looking a lot healthier. He's on 7. Oscar on 6. Sebastian on 5. Durno on 5. Christian on 5. Matti Gakowski on 5. Pramac is on 5. And Spider on 5. It's all to play for, Rob.
You really can't write Andrew Jeffrey and Simon Conn out yet. They've got 2 heats left, a couple of wins, and they're right back in it.
I'll be honest, mate. I think they're going to need those couple of wins to get back in. Because I only take them up to 9. If you look at the guys on 3 points at the moment, they're going to need those wins because the amount of guys are on 5 and 6, only looking for a couple more points out of those final 3 rides, or final 2 rides, should I say, just to cement their spots. I think the guys out on 3 really need a couple of wins under the belt.
But Matus is going the wrong way. I mean, he started off with a good win and 2 third places. Tom Durno.
That was a tough heat for Durno.
And it was a tough heat there. So hopefully His next heat, who's he got? Oh, he's off gate 1. He's got 2 consecutive gate 1s, Tom Durno has. This is going to be...
work cut out.
It's certainly... He really is going to have his work cut out.
And, mate, he's going to be... It's going to be a lot of hard work, mate. He's going to have to really dig deep and get a con here. So who's he got in those heats? Can you see the programme there, Rob?
Yeah, I'll go into you. He's in Heat 16 against Philip Eriksson, Shamek Sapinski, and Christian Grischak.
So this next heat we got coming up, we've got Simon Conn off 1. We've got the current leader Camille off 2. We've got Katalski off 3 and Spire off. What a heat this is. This is Speedway straight from the dildo draw, Rob.
It certainly is. Simon Conn's actually off gate 4 here, not gate 1, Chris. But
right, okay, you got the program in front of you.
Yeah, Simon off gate 4. If he makes a stop, like we know he can, then he's going to take some catching. But it's another hard heat. But as you said earlier, there's no easy heats in this competition. Kamil Wojciech.
Sweet cheeks.
Yep. Kamil Wojciech has only needs a point to sort of book his place in the
semi-finals. What would you do here, Rob? Would you just think? Would you be thinking out the back of your mind, or would you go for the win and lay down a marker?
Yes, I would. I'd certainly go for the win and try and out for the easiest draw in the semi-final.
Of course. So Conn's on the outside, and he hasn't made the gate, but he comes sweeping across. We know that gate 4. He's going to
absolutely swept around the outside.
Going to be the deal breaker come the semis and the finals. Who gets that gate?
Yeah.
Oh, Red's in the fence.
Absolutely made it.
Mate, you got absolutely buried there. As they come round, he's stretching his legs here. He's opening up the throttle. He's got that 600cc working.
Camille there with a fantastic dive under Con. And he really is laying down the marker here. Simon's struggling to hang on to second here. Simon, the other day when I spoke to Simon, he did say this is not one of his favourite tracks. So I think
semi-final place would be a good result for him, I think.
Yeah.
At the moment. But Camille, hats off again. He takes his point down to 11. He's in the semi-finals with that result, Rob.
Yep, great win there. As I said, best to go for go and lay down a marker to get a good draw in the semi-finals, and Camille's certainly doing that.
I think Schleider's going to be thinking of that as a bad result.
Yeah, and
another 1 point again.
Yeah. Mateusz Gajkowski's going to need a win in his final heat to have any chance of
making the semi.
Yeah, and he's in with Lucas Liptak, and that's heat 19, along with Philip Eriksson and Oscar Kublak. But next up is heat 14. We have red, Karol Wojciech, blue, Oscar Kublak, white is Sebastian Simonek, and yellow is Joel Bjorkman. So Joel's got his second yellow starting gate. So I wonder if he could ping out again and probably hold his nerve.
Hopefully so. If John can get out there. I'm going to go... I don't know this one, Rob. It's too close to call. I'm going to go Oscar.
I'm going my hat on Sebastian off white.
Come on, Oscar. Don't let me down. Joel's going to make the start here because he's on 4.
He's broke the tapes.
Joel, what are you doing? He got nervous then, Rob. He had a wobble there, mate. The pressure got to him. He was sweating like a jippo with the mortgage. Yeah. I'll tell you, mate. He had a proper wobble.
Excuse me.
So a reserve comes in. So is that who's in the reserves? Because obviously there's one reserve already, which is Tom Durno. For that's coming for Anton Carlson. I think the other one was Pazarati's Albert Birch, who's another crazy sensation.
I'm just looking at the reserves now. Yannick Kierlichowski is the first reserve, and Daniel Spiller is the second reserve.
Oh, Spiller! How's he managed to sneak in? There must have been a regulation somewhere.
Yannick Kierlichowski will be coming in here for Joel.
How do you know that?
Because I've just got
Rob's
I've got
that
friends in
special
high
relationship with
places.
the
Oh, I
F1.
certainly have. You know, my
That's because you're
relationship.
so short, mate.
Well, no complaints so far.
That's why your missus says you have to go up on her. Anyway, right.
Always want to bring the tone down.
Always, mate. Always rely on me. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying this commentary from myself and Rob this evening live on the channel. Hopefully, we get invited back.
I wouldn't really hold your breath on that one. Probably be a record number of complaints, but ain't they're always against us crazy lads?
Yeah, you know.
It's part of the territory.
You know, good luck to all our Polish listeners tonight trying to get all this through Google Translate in time.
Is there a translate from Black Country to Polish?
Probably not, mate. There isn't one for Black Country to English, to be honest.
Well, in all fairness, look when we've spoken using Black Country terms in various match chats.
Are you all right, mate? So you've had a stroke?
Not tonight.
All right, so it looks like we're just riding with 3 here, Rob. 3 to the tapes.
No,
we're not. He's in. He comes sliding in unannounced. Okay, so that's going to bring him to the tape. I don't know anything about Movements Reserve, to be honest with you, Rob. I've never come across him. Not yet, anyway. And the tapes are up and they're away.
Yo, absolutely flying start there. There's something telling me.
The young reserve has hit the front.
There's something telling me I'm sure
he's left the door open here. He's left the door open.
I'm sure he's signed for a team in the SCUK Division 2. I'm not 100% sure on that, though.
He just got swallowed up then, Rob, going to turns 1 and 2 there. And he's now getting absolutely rinsed, and he's at the back by a long, long way. He's made a dive bomb. It's a rookie mistake.
Sebastian,
he's now at the back.
Sebastian here, he's certainly starting to stretch his legs and pull away from Oscar.
Oscar's going to reel him in, mate. He's going to reel him like he's Bob Nudd on Carping Wars. I tell you, mate, he's going to reel him right in.
Oh, another programme I'm an avid viewer of, if I'm honest.
No, not me, mate.
Okay, then. So, great win there for Sebastian.
You called it, Rob. You called it. And the reserve Nick's on the line there.
Wow.
He'll be happy with that.
And Carol Vaitrick there having a bit of a nightmare.
Carol Jackson.
Yeah. So heat 15, we have Kieran off gate 1, the dreaded gate 1. Lucas Liptak off gate 2. Rob Ludlow in 3, and Andrew Jeffrey off 4. As Team GB manager, you must be absolutely wetting yourself at this one.
Boys, you just got to put Liptak in the fence, and you all starting next test match. I shouldn't really say that.
Sorry to our Polish viewers for the bias there by
we're
Chris.
Completely unbiased, but yeah, stick him in the fence.
It's like watching BT Sports with a complete unbiased commentary.
There we go. So I've got 3 Brits out in this. 3 English hopefuls. Well, not English. If Jeffers is Scottish, isn't he? Likes things deep fried and that.
Like kebabs, pizzas.
People.
Bars, people.
So we're just waiting for Jeffers to finish his haggis. By the look of it, Ludlow's ready. Lucas is ready. Kieran's ready. Jeffers.
Deep fried haggis.
Jeffers, come on.
Oh, come on, Andrew. You don't want to be missing the start. There we go.
Come on, Jeffy. All right, so hopefully I can put the squeeze on Liptak here. If not, mate, he's away. The British boys will find it hard to bring him down.
Yeah, he's...
And the tapes
are what a start by Kieran. Oh. Absolute lightning start by Kieran. Is there going to be any...
himself in behind him.
Yeah, there's going to be no love lost between the British boys. No love lost at all between the British.
Ludlow is far off the pace here. Hopefully he can get his wheels in line to get some drive.
Lucas is at the back, but we know.
Go on, Jeffers has got the lead here, but Kieran is all over him.
He's got a proper tiger on his tail.
Here comes Ludlow. He's lining it up.
Rob Ludlow in white there was catching the lads, but Liptek here, he's going to make A last lap
Good dive.
blast.
Jeff is going to hold on. Kieran can Ludlow hold
Jeff's
on from
got it.
Liptak.
Wow.
Jeff is in first, Kieran second, Ludlow third, and Liptak at the back and his Team GB boss. That is a great result. Well done, lads. Proud of each and every one of you there. Unlucky Liptak.
That makes selection for the World Cup team a bit easier.
Yeah, definitely. So Jeff has really needed that. He's sitting dangerously.
That now puts Andrew on 6 points. So he still needs a second at least in his final heat, which is off gate 1. So we come on to heat 16. Tom Durno after dreaded gate 1. Gate 2 is Philip Eriksson.
5. There's a few people here, mate. 3 of them on 5, Eriksson on 2. If Eriksson doesn't get a win here, he's good night, Vienna.
Yeah.
It's back to IKEA for Eriksson if he don't win it.
So here we have Tom Durno in red, Philip Eriksson blue, Shamik Serpinski in white, and Christian Grischak in yellow. Who's your money on here then, Chris?
Christian, gate 4. Durno needs a flyer there off that inside. Oh, he's got
not a bad start there. Not a bad start.
He's pulled it inside. Eriksson up the inside.
I've noticed though a few people have made the gate off gate 1, and they've got to the first bend and just stopped. Yeah, it's not the best gate at all. That was a brutal move.
That was a brutal move.
Wow,
he smacked him hard. I haven't seen a.
God, it's like Simon Cross. It's like watching Crosby back in the 80s.
Rob, I have not seen a Swede get smacked like that since Eureka didn't do the dishes.
Absolutely fantastic ride there off Rob. Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Unfortunately, I think it might have come.
Dive bomb. That's bend. Run down and Durno holds on.
Great. Absolutely fantastic.
Well done, Tom. Great result. Durno, absolute fantastic ride there from there. Another Team GB start that Tom Durno.
That puts him on to 8 points now. So
hopefully this is proving to especially to our Polish ones that yes, they won the World Cup last year, but they've got a different manager in place for Team GB this year. They've got a manager who's actually competitive and knows what he's doing for the Team GB. Oh, sorry, Rob, I forgot you were Team GB manager last year.
Well, you know what?
Selection. Me and my admin.
Last year, the lads, they put every effort into it. A second place where they could have quite easily have won. So it was always.
It was only a couple of months into the UK league actually setting up. So second in the world is fantastic, and we've got a lot of young guys.
The groundwork's been laid now for you to build on.
Exactly. You dug the hole, put the foundation. So here the standing. So Camille, 2-point lead at the top. Kieran in second. You'll be happy with that. Jeffers sneaks into that top 8, but only just. He's hanging on by a thread. All to play for. Cons on 5. Swiders on 5.
Well, everyone.
I think Carol, Rob, Philip, and Joel. I think your evening's over. To be fair, even with a win.
Yeah.
Top 8, unfortunately.
Everyone down to Simon Conn can qualify for the semi-finals, but it's going to be hard for Simon and Daniel Swida and Matus Gekowski and Christian. Andrew he's not got a great gate in his final heat. He's in.
So any of these 6 pointers up against each other, Rob? Because I haven't got access to the program. So Christian, Matusky, and Jeffers together at 10 point, along with Swider and Conn.
Right. Well, the lineup for heat 17 is Conn in red. Simonek blue, Grishka in white, and Ludlow in yellow. So
Conn needs a win there. Simon's in third at the moment. He's had some fantastic results, Sebastian.
Heat 18, we will see Tom Durno in red, Karol Wieczorek in blue, Daniel Swida in white, and Kieran in yellow.
Oh, Swida's got a bit of an uphill task in that one then.
Yeah, it's and Tom needs a a point, I'd say, in that heat to help him.
I just want to shout out to the, some of the Dudley Heathens that are listening today, and the Cradley United team as well, which obviously our teams in the UK. We've got the Cradley Heathens Division 1, Dudley Heathens in Division 2, and Cradley United in the Development League. And boys, fantastic effort you put in so far. I know James Chatton is listening. He wasn't too happy about my comments about his Speedway career. He's put in the match chat, unfortunately. He's a bit angry with me.
Oh, you'll be all right, boy.
You'll be all right. It's got as long as
a bag of Haribo, and he'll be happy. Yeah, let's not go down the football results route, because that really didn't end well at all, did it?
Okay, so we're looking up here, Rob. The lineup: we got Ludlow, we got Christian, we got Sebastian, and we got Con. This isn't an easy race for Con either. He needs a result. He's off one.
He needs a win.
He's off one.
It's
good night.
Yeah, I mean, he needs
Ludlow off 4. I can see Ludlow winning this if he makes the trap.
Con needs to beat Greshak if he's got any chance of making the semis, and that's even if Con wins this heat.
And we're away. Con has made a start. Here comes Ludlow off that favoured gate 4, though. He's going to push Con wide.
Oh, this is going to be tight going down the back straight. White there. Christian has really done a move on the lads.
The inside. Ludlow just needs to run. Ludlow's got the inside of Con. This is Con's night. Good night. It's good night, Con. Con's now at the back.
Oh, through.
And he's coming through.
Third.
I don't think this is good enough for Con.
No, this will put Christian Grishek through. This will certainly put Christian Grishek through. Ludlow here hoping to finish with a decent result to give him some momentum going into the next round.
Con's now at the back.
Oh.
What a win. What a win. Fantastic ride there from Christian. Absolutely held his own. Didn't worry about what was going on behind him. Pinned his ear back and went for the line.
Yeah.
That is Con's night over.
That leaves Christian on 9 points, and Sebastian Simonek finishes with 10 points after that second place. Simon Con managed to go over the line for third on 6. And unfortunately, our Brit, Rob Ludlow, finishes on 3 points. So we go into Heat 18. Tom Durno, red. Carol Vicherek, blue. Daniel Swida, white. And Kieran, yellow. Kieran's on 9 points at the moment.
Sweden needs the result. So it's a danger one, but I just can't see happening, to be honest. I think Kieran's going to make that gate for his own.
Swida's on 5 points at the moment. Durno 8, Malarkey 9, and Vicherek on 3. So Kieran, third place would guarantee him. I mean, he's going to go, knowing Kieran, he's going to go for the win to try and get a good
of course it is.
A good draw for the semi-final. And so is Tom Durno. There's going to be no quarter given between these two British boys. But as you say, Daniel Swida has got everything to gain and nothing to lose here.
Yeah, he's got to go for it. He's got to actually just get that clutch and just get that working for himself and get out in front, and hopefully the results go his way.
Touch wood.
If I was Durno and Kieran, I'd be settling. Not doing a little bit of team riding, but not pushing it too much. Nothing that's going to jeopardise him picking up a 0 point.
Yeah, I think they're both fairly safe. So they're not going to do anything too stupid, but at the same time, they're really not going to give each other.
Yeah, of course, this is competitive Speedway, Rob. Straight from the bottom draw. Here we go. Come on, Carol Jackson. Come on, Carol Jackson. And they're out of tapes. And
great start off Tom.
Here comes Kieran, though. Here comes Kieran. He's going to push him.
Again, every time somebody does make a start, they get to that first bend and they get absolutely gobbled.
Here comes Durno. Kieran's way out in front, but Durno's just got to keep his cool, not do anything silly here, pick up this point. But he's not going to. I know Durno. He's going to go for the inside dive here. Left the door wide open. Back he comes through. He's going to...
Daniel Swider's not going to give him any room. He's fighting for every point he can possibly get.
And Durno's come through for Swider, and that's Swider's night over if it stays like this. Kieran is way out in front. Oh, Swider's come back up the inside of Derner.
Swider there with a hard move.
He had to. He's not learned Sonny, but unfortunately, too little, too late, and Swider now
Great win
crashes
there
out
for
the GB
Kieran.
as well.
That leaves Kieran on 12 points there now.
Great result. That's a great return. 12
Daniel
from 15.
Sweder.
We'll be happy with that.
Yeah. Especially after the poor heat one by his standards. His first heat, which was heat 4. Second was Daniel Sweder, which leaves him on 7. Third was Tom Derner, which puts him on 9. And last was Karel Vicharek. Unfortunately, that's his night done on 3 points. So up next, the penultimate heat, we have Lukas Liptak in red, Mateusz Kwiatkowski in blue, we have Oskar Kubalak in white, and Philip Eriksson in yellow. Remind me again, Chris, who was your outside pick for the night?
Lukas Liptak.
So
Kieran, obviously. Kieran. What are you saying?
It wasn't Philip Eriksson then.
Yeah, it was, to be fair. That's why the bookies love me, mate.
Well,
That's why the bookies love me. I should really talk to Frank, to be honest. It's the penultimate. I think this is Oscar to win it. Liptak second, Gutowski third, Eriksson at the back. And the gates are away and the tapes are up. And what do I know as Eriksson?
Liptak's there battling away. He's in second place at the moment.
Go hold on to that.
Eriksson is going to bow with a win here by the looks of it, unless Liptak can reel him in. And he looks like he's doing it.
It's time for him to wobble, yeah. It's time for him to wobble. Don't worry about that.
Liptak is certainly reeling him in lap by lap. But here we have Mateusz Kwiatkowski.
He needs the points.
He needs to win, in all fairness, to try and make a semi.
He needs to practice, to be honest. There we go. As I say, there he comes diving through to second place.
This is going to be a closely fought heat.
Gutowski's got to make a move here on 3 and 4. He needs that win. He's not going to get it. Not going to get it.
Eriksson bows out with a win.
Takes the win. He does have him a great confidence boost moving to round 5.
It certainly will. I think he's just going to hope that you don't pick him as an outsider for the next round.
Oh, to be fair, I just fed Oscar with that one. He finished last.
Mateusz was second, which puts him on 8 points.
Reverse psychology, mate. That's what it is.
Lukas Liptak third. Oh, he's now on 8 points also, so his night's not ending.
So who's in this final heat then, Rob? Is there anything to play for? Is it a set match?
Right.
Let's have on there.
Final heat.
Oh, Jeffers. We missed Jeffers. That's the first time that's ever been mentioned, mate. Jeffers has been missed.
Kamil Vicharek is in blue, who is...
Oh, this ain't going to be easy for Jeffers.
Second place. Joel is white and Shamek Sapinski is yellow. Shamek needs at least a second place here.
Yeah, he needs at least 2. Jeffers needs to win.
Andrew needs a win ideally. Kamil, we know, is into the semis, but again, he's probably going to go for the points rather than settling. And Joel, unfortunately,
the whole nation is behind Jeffrey Wawa. Come on, Jeffers, pride of a nation.
Needs to make the first bend count out.
And they're away. Jeffers has got a 5. You know that gate one's just going to do him in. And from the outside there, who's in yellow, Rob?
Yellow is Shamek Sapinski.
Shamek's away. Jeffers is battling away here.
Shamek's currently on 7 points, but a win here will take him onto 10 and cement his semi-final spots.
It's not looking good for Jeffers. He's only third at the moment.
Kamil will end the night as leader if he finishes in second place here, but there's still a lap. A lap to go. So everyone's behind Andrew here.
Come on, Jeffers into the final bends 3 and 4. Jeffers is too far back to make a move realistically. And he's going to go over the line there in third place. I'd say that's Jeffers' night over as well, Rob.
Yeah. Excuse me. Definitely.
Hard. So all to play for now for the semi-finals, Rob.
Choking.
Fantastic night at Speedway. Rob's choking over there in the background. If you got any first responders in the Cradley Heath area, please make your way over.
So here we have the rundown.
So like you, mate, you've normally got a
8.
great gag reflex. But anyway.
That's how I got this job. Right, so the top 8 looks like this. Kamil Wojciech of Poland on 13 points. Britain's own Kira Malarkey second on 12.
Durno, fantastic.
Sorry, Kira Malarkey 12. Durno is currently on 9 points in 5th. Sebastian Simonek and Shamek Sipinski both on 10. Tom Durno and Christian Grishek on 9 apiece. And then Oscar Kubalak and Lucas Liptak on 8. Mateusz Gekowski misses out on counting back, also on 8 points.
But you know, you've got to be in it to win it, mate. And you know, you made that blistering start to the meeting, but then
he's tailed off again.
He has. He needs to get back to the, he needs to get back into the swing of things. Get back practicing.
Yeah. I mean, I do think his lack of practice is inevitably going to cost him.
But let's talk about the British boys. I mean, Rob Ludlow's going to be disappointed with his night's work tonight.
Yeah.
He's got such an uphill battle to try and qualify for next year's GP.
Tom Durno has been absolutely fantastic tonight, though. Rob, as you say, will be quite disappointed with things, and nobody will be more disappointed than Andrew Jeffrey.
Yeah, Jeffrey's a great competitor. He works hard. He puts the hours in.
He does. I think the only thing Andrew will be happy about is the fact that he's gained a point on Simon Conn, who also had a night to forget.
But this has opened the door now as well for Kieran to absolutely close that gap upon Conn. Conn's missed out on the semi-finals. Conn's won 3 out of 3 so far. 3 out of 3, and he's not qualified for the semi-finals. This is Kieran's chance to really close that gap in, put him under a bit of pressure.
I mean, I was looking earlier. There was a meeting held on this track, and Kieran's times were absolutely blistering. So, excuse me.
You all right there, mate?
Yeah. Just went,
you got a cube in your throat, or you're all right?
Yeah, I think I'm all right there. Just, Kieran will have a decent pick, being the second highest scorer.
He's got to be gate 4 all day long, hasn't it? It's got to be gate 4 all day long here, Rob.
I think, Kamil and Kieran will. I think they'll both go for gate 4. Kamil has indeed gone for gate 4. So, semi-final 1 lineup. We have.
See, this is where I need my admin. Where's Ellen?
Excuse me. Yeah. Oscar's in red. Semi-final 1, Oscar red. Christian 2, Sherritt white, and Kamil in yellow. Semi-final 2.
Gate 4.
Yep.
Second pick's gone for gate 1. Is he all right?
Well, I was just looking. Sebastian Simonek's gone for gate 1, and
Turner's gone for 3. Lucas off 2.
During the meeting, Sebastian Simonek had 1 gate 1 and finished second. So perhaps he's feeling, a bit more confident off that gate than most people.
But, semi-final 2 is where it's at. Both Brit boys. We've got Durno off 3, Kieran off 4. I want to see some team wide and then get both Brits through to the final. I think, that'd be a fantastic result for Team GB especially. To do that, and also give, Tom a great confidence boost that, he belongs on the world stage.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're not many weeks into the season now. So, who do you think, looking towards the British semis and the British final, who do you think is going to be the lads to look at?
It's got to be Kieran, hasn't it? He's reigning British champion as well. He races in that many leagues as well, Kieran, throughout the week. He's busier than a one-arm bricklayer in Baghdad some nights, that lad. He's racing left, right and centre, and, he's looking at being the person to beat moving forward for a British title. But we've got some real good young blood coming through in the UK league. I mean, look at young Billy Budd. Young Billy Budd is absolutely tearing up. Mickey Simpson's looking quite good as well. Young James Chatting for the Dudley Heathens. What a fantastic start! And then you got to look at like Albert for Cradley and Birmingham as well. Pazarati. Durno, Jeffers, Ludlow on his day. It's just so many great. Chris Eaton. It's some real great talent coming through on the UK scene. I think it's going to be such an exciting British final this year.
Well, hopefully, the British final will be streamed live again, and what a meeting that will be.
Yeah, it'd be great. But let's just concentrate on the here and now. Semi-final one is just getting set up. The boys are in the pits. They're doing the last-minute preparations. What are we going through their minds? What are we going through their minds?
Well, Camille has been Mr. Cool all night, so I think he'll ping out and absolutely smash this one. And he does. He's absolutely bombed out there. Christian second.
All right. Oh.
I think this might be one of the.
Has not worked.
This might be one of the more sedate heats of the night. Everyone seems to have settled down.
Processional.
It is.
There's no real challenges from anywhere.
As you say that, Red has just come flying underneath White.
But yeah, he's too far behind those top two spots. The top two are not going to jeopardise their spot in the final here. They're going to just bring it home.
Red and White.
It's gone. Good night.
Yeah, Red and White.
You turned up. You fought well. Go home. And that's a fantastic win there. Camille and Christian are through to the final. Oscar and Gary, like come through there. I can't pronounce it. My apologies. My apologies. But it's too much.
Yes, so Camille Wojciech there winning. Puts him on 16 points. Second was Christian Grischek, putting him on 11 points overall. Oscar Kublak with a third, picking up 1 point. His night's over with 9 points. And Shamek Sapinski bringing up the rear there and finishes the night on 10. So here we have the second semi-final. And
this is where it's at, mate. The Brit boys are up. Durno.
Wearing my my British cap here, I think this is Kieran's for the taking. But I think it's also
work for it.
It's the hardest of the two semis, if I'm honest with you.
I think it's going to be a Lucas and Kieran going through, but I hope it's Durno as well, though, to be fair. As bring up to the line, the tapes are up, and they drop the clutch.
Cracking start off Red.
But here comes Kieran in that favoured outside gate, and he hits the front. Kieran is away. Durno is at the back currently at the moment. Lucas is down in third, but Kieran's pinned his ears back and he's away. Durno's got his work cut out here to make him up the field, Rob.
Pardon?
So Tom's got his work out to move through the field.
Sorry, he certainly has. So you broke up a minute there. Yeah, Tom, this might be that a little bit too far. The other three lads have been absolutely fantastic.
He can hold his head up high. It's a fantastic result. Kieran just needs to keep this dial now for the final lap as we entered. As the yellow and black flag goes out, Kieran enters through 1 and 2. He goes and runs a little wide. He opens a little sniff
Red could be one last dive here. Fantastic there.
He can hold on. He's going
to fantastic there. Kieran was absolutely brilliant there. So that win takes Kieran onto 15 points. Second place takes Sebastian onto 12. Lucas Liptak's night's over with third place on 9. And unfortunately, Tom Durno's night is also over on 9 points.
He can, but he can hold his head up high. He did really, really well there. He came as a last-minute replacement for Anton Colson.
And to come in as a last-minute replacement and to make the semis, Tom must be absolutely over the moon with that one.
Yeah, 100%. He can hold his head up high. He was a fantastic night at Speedway there, Rob.
The time for that heat, 67.4. That is
the quickest time tonight, wasn't it?
Just looking through now, I think it is. You know, that was an absolute blistering heat off young Kieran. So
hopefully he can replicate that for the final.
Right.
He's going to get second choice, isn't he? Because
Camille's already picked gate 4. I can tell you that now.
I think Kieran's going to go with here.
Kieran has gone for red.
What is he doing?
I think getting out the start on red is great. It's just when you get to the first bend, you get clamped. You get absolutely clamped.
But at the end of the day, who are we to say what gate Kieran should have? He's in the Grand Prix final.
Yeah, he's there, not us. We're just two mediocres, just sat here commentating on it. Sebastian,
sat in the kitchen.
Yeah. Sebastian takes gate 3, and Christian is left with gate 2. So
just go through that lineup then, Rob. So on 4 we have.
Gate 1 we have Kieran.
Kieran.
Gate 2 we have Christian Grischek. Gate 3 we have Sebastian Simonek, and off gate 4 we have Kamil Vicherek, and I think Kamil is going to be the lad to beat here.
My money's on Kieran, mate. Team GB all the way.
Honestly, I mean, I'd love Kieran to win, but
get that maiden GP win under his belt, man. I think it'd be great for the future of British.
Oh yeah, it would be absolutely fantastic, and promotes the SC UK League too, because it is a fantastic league. We know Poland have some great teams put together, but SC UK Division 1.
You've got to think, Rob, the amount of young Brits that are now in the Extra Liga in Poland. I mean, you've got a fantastic person just like me. I've just signed myself personally to an Extra Liga club as well. Yet to make my debut, but we'll get there. But there's a lot. What I'm saying is, I think the Polish initially underestimated the strength of the UK league.
Definitely.
Racing with these top Polish boys night in, night out is really just bringing the SC UK league up just that next. I mean, the competition.
We're underway here, Chris.
Division 1, Division 2.
We're underway, and Yellow made an absolute fly at Kieran. He's second, and he's mounting an absolute fantastic challenge.
Charging through. Come on, Kieran. You can do it. He's going to make a dive here. He's going to make a dive.
He's absolutely. And wow, White absolutely nailed Yellow.
And now White's back in the fence himself. And Kieran's away. He's about 4 or 5 bike lengths in front at the moment as they enter the last lap. Kieran throws it into 1 and 2. He throws it sideways. Yellow's making a last charge, but Kieran's just extending his lead. Can he hold on for his maiden JP win? Kieran comes into 3.
Yes.
He's out of 4.
Yes,
it's the run to the line, and Kieran wins it. Kieran Malarkey picking up the victory. Well done, Kieran. Well done.
Absolutely fantastic result off gate 1 as well. You questioned what Kieran was doing. The lad obviously knew what he was doing there.
Yeah, he was away. I never had any doubt, mate. I said gate 1 was the gate all night. Gate 4 is absolutely terrible. I don't know what he chose for gate 4. Kieran takes that win there with ease. To be fair, he lined him up. He chose his opportunity. And gate 1 was never in doubt. If I'd had a little word with Kieran as Team GB boss, I'd have gone, Kieran, gate 1, don't worry about gate 4, mate.
So just looking at the fastest times of the nights, Andrew Jeffrey clocked the fastest time in 8:15 at 67.77.
Using that lazy thyroid for traction. That's what it is.
Oh, sorry, that was during the meeting, and Kieran clocked the fastest time overall in the semi with a 67.4. So, right.
So Kieran takes that. So let's have a look at the standings then, Rob. And we can run through who's where as we head into round number 5 as we come through. So Kieran there will be so happy there, picking up his maiden win.
Oh yeah, the young lad will be absolutely
that gap on Con as well. Reducing that gap on Con, it's a night to forget for Simon Con, the series leader at the moment. He's gonna be. He's reined in 10 points on Con,
So now that lead is, if I believe rightly, cut down to 6 points.
Nothing.
Sorry,
nothing,
9.
you know,
He's reined in 9 points. Sorry, so it's a 7-point lead. Connor's over Kieran.
Because as you know, with the Grand Prix, Rob, it's all about the consistency. You know, anyone can show up on the night. He's getting those results week in, week out.
Yeah, you're correct there, Chris. I mean, Con won the first 3, but as I said, when I spoke to him a couple of days ago, he wasn't overly stuck on this Grand Prix. It's not a track that he particularly likes, and despite putting in the laps, he was always struggling from the off.
And this is sort of his wah-wah stick out, I reckon. Get a wah-wah on the go.
So, Chris, who was your rider of the night?
Kieran. 100%. No, actually, I'm going to take that back. I'm going to have 2, Rob. I'm going to have Kieran and Tom Durno. I think Kieran, you know, he's worked so hard. He deserves his maiden GP win. But Tom Durno to come in as a last-minute replacement and to make the semis, fantastic. Hold your head high, son. You did well. How about you, Rob? You can't choose the 2 I have.
Well, my 2 was going to be Camille, because he absolutely, from the start, nailed it. And first and seconds all the way through the night. And I was also going to go for Tom Durno, but means that not allowed that one. Sebastian Simonek, always through the night, just picking up the points.
Yeah. But, you know, it's fantastic GB, Rob, and you know, there'll be a few comments. I mean, Rob Ludlow, off my heart goes out to him. You know, he's a fantastic lad. Always puts it 100%, but he's got such an uphill battle now. Qualifications. You know, the standings are up at the moment. So, Kieran is a point behind.
It's a point.
It's a point.
Wow, that's absolutely.
Your maths was way out, mate. It's like you do the program.
Yeah.
But lift up moves to 53. Jeffers has dropped down now into 5th.
All of a sudden, there's a bit of a gap starting to out between the top 2 and the next 3 or 4.
Sort of the top 2 in the race, the best of the rest, by the look of it.
So we have Simon Connon 65, Kieran Malarkey 64, Lucas Liptak 53. They're your top 3. Sebastian Simonek on 50, Andrew Jeffrey 49, Christian Greshak 47, Kamil Vicharek 38, Shamik Sapinski 36, and that is the top 8.
There's a bit of a gap then to, you know, number 9, Matis Kwiatkowski's gone backwards. Then obviously tied on there with Oscar as well, Daniel Strider, Philip Eriksson, Carol, Rob Ludlow, Tom Durno, and Joel.
Christian Grishak has got a 9-point lead over Kamil Vicharek for the automatic qualifications, but there's no doubting that win there for Kamil has really thrown him into the mix.
Yeah, 100% there, Rob. You know, it's great as well that Tom Durno is actually not even bottom. He's actually over to Joel just by competing his first.
Have you just put the kettle on there, Chris?
Yeah, I need a brew, mate.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna crack the white moment.
So, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the stream tonight, and we'll hope to catch you soon. Take care, guys, and see you all on the track soon.
Take care, and see you soon.